Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski, third round of this first week. I am fighting a guy, like, if I had his name, I would change it right now, to be honest, but yeah, Russian guy from Red Machine, over a mil lifetime. He has about 500k more GP than me. I think it is by now, though I'm not sure if I'm actually 8.2 already. Close. The ships have been pushing us up. Yeah, strong roster. I'm not really going to dive into the mods, etc. I just want to go to the board here. So I tried to trap this guy by setting Lord Vader in the front, which he actually failed on, to my surprise. I wasn't really expecting him to do that. He typically sets 4 GLs on defense and then keeps just SCE and his JML on offense. So he was going to use JML here against Lord Vader, was my suspicion, unless he kind of changed his mind and tried to multi-shot Lord Vader out of concern of facing multiple GLs in the back. That's a potential outcome. So if he actually thought that was going to happen, then that might have also been why he had to multi-shot those other teams, because he had to burn cooldowns and whatnot. And if that worked, then, I mean, my strategy paid off way better than I thought it was going to. But part of what I wanted to do here, if you look at the Darth Revan team, was leaving Malak out to make him think that I might have SCE with Malak in the back. So that's sort of where the trap kicks in. So if he thought that I would have SE in the back, then he wasn't going to spend his SLK in the front, because sometimes he sets 3 GLs and keeps SLK. Sometimes, like now, he has set 4. So that's actually, that part was for, like, it didn't really pay off. So I wanted to make sure that he would use his SLK in the front and then have JML or SCE for the back. And then just struggle against the JMK composition with Jedi Knight Anakin there. Like if you're using SCE, because JK constantly puts down that healing immunity, and then I just threw Malak under the Maul team. But actually, like, he ended up taking a lot of battles against a lot of things. But he did full clear the ground, so that's a good job for him. And yeah, that random Dooku team that I just threw in with literally minutes to go. It also got a hold just purely from him being out of teams. And then over here on fleets, to my surprise, didn't clear. He also sets these 2 fleets, so if I get there, I'll have an interesting challenge. But really the main challenge for me is going to be getting through those GLs. These teams, besides the Django one, aren't super strong. The Django one, it's pretty annoying due to the very high speed. I think his Queel ends up somewhere around 386. Yep. So that's going to be quite a pain to fight. Those, like, whenever those teams are way up there, it really becomes such a challenge to get a good budget counter against it. Not a huge fan in that regard. And the other one's not too strong, but he might still have Darth Revan in the back. I don't know about that. Might have kept it for offense. But yeah, the GLs are the big problem for me here. Even though I have 4 GLs on offense, it doesn't necessarily make this part easy. And the tricky part is in a few of the moddings. So his JMK here, 580, that's pretty fast. And also has crit damage triangle and offense cross. And then Cat here, 378, with also pretty high offense. So the tricky part is that if I run Rey Jedi, for example, they're both so fast that Cat is going to drop the mark before I can Whirlwind her out. So that's like, I would then have to go through GK first or not kill her until a second mark and then Whirlwind. So that, like, delays the fight a lot and increases the odds of timeout. And if I would run JML, then I have a similar issue where I just have to work through Cat being protected by Padme while being super fast and potentially dropping the mark. So that just makes it a really slow fight, and again, timeout issues. So alright, always start with the AoE first. Some people improvise and they start with a stab. Can be a bit dangerous. Alright, already lost that guy. Thanks for participating, I guess. No revive on him either, so not a great start. And okay, great. He could have totally gone for Daka there, which he might still do later on. What's gonna cleanse himself, because Daka can take it, I hope anyway. There we go, 663k for 66 banners. So let's see what this team can do with a brute in there. Wow, even the damage Thrawn has taken is already not okay. Usually he still has like half protection. Alright, got to my 3 stacks there, that's good at least. So now maybe to be safe, because GK is about to do a group attack, I'll swap over here, call in the brute. Ouch, that's a little bit more than I thought I was going to take. Oof. Yeah, brutal damage on this team. I wonder if they're ever going to go for my GBA here. Don't really see the point in trying to dispel anything. Although I do remove... No, I can't remove any turn meter, so it's whatever. He's dead anyway. Alright, that's actually helpful. That's kind of what I was hoping for, that he would just take some attacks. Didn't have to be much, because I'm really full on health right now. I think I'll be pretty comfortable then. Every little bit helps in this scenario. It's not going to be nice on banners, but as long as I don't drop battles like he did, then I should be alright. Actually funny to see this scene here, like it's in the Jedi Temple, I believe anyway, and I'm just reading the book for Star Wars 3 actually, which is amazing. Like if you haven't read it, I would highly recommend it, and actually like just past the scene in this hallway, so it's kind of funny just seeing it and thinking about it, and obviously a lot of it is around Palpatine. And can I just add the part here where I have not killed JMK before killing these two before? That's really unusual. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Anyway, awesome book. Even if you've seen the movie, I would highly recommend it. It brings across so much emotion and things that you just can't get out of the movie in a way. I guess because you also get a lot of the thoughts of the characters. I quite like it. Anyway, this SLK here, also very fast, 591. This dude seems to have no shortage of mods. And a decent tenacity on Hux, so I'm gonna fight that one next. Alright, so their SLK gets to go first. So actually start with this move here. I have no specific desire for their Hux to reset them. Yikes. Alright. I'm going to call Ki Adi Mundi here. Now, ability block, unfortunately Hux there got cleansed, so if he now passes a turn, then I would be dead. So for that reason, instead of doing F-Lux here, I'm gonna go kill him. Sith Trooper is ability blocked anyway. Yeah, just making sure I cover my tracks there, or I'd be in a bit of trouble. But now he's no longer ability blocked, so I actually have to be a bit careful here, because if I kill, he's gonna cleanse everyone and it opens up a chance for SLK to do some damage. If I basic him, he's gonna call an assist, and that's just as annoying, so I think I gotta play it safe here and actually go for the kill. Nah, doesn't entirely feel safe. Okay. I think I'll place the armor shred, it's gonna help me later on. But I might get into some trouble here. Okay, they tanked it quite nicely, you never know with these. But that's why Barris is there. I do have to build my ult though, so I'm gonna go for the kill here. Everyone's full health, but the heal does give defense up, that's the only thing. However, everyone already has defense up from Old Ben, so I'll skip that. Definitely need the foresight here to tank the next AoE. And I think I can kill off Phasma before doing much. Alright, great. And then I can now get the crit immunity from JML doing Flux. That's basically the plan. However, oh no, I was gonna say he beats me to a turn, but he doesn't. Great. Also tempting to use this here. Not sure what the best call is gonna be, but I think if I get crit immunity, I should be okay either way. Alright, I will call Kialimundi again. Just really damage, like I'm not even gonna go into ult here, I think. And I'll just finish him. Yep. So the Ray team here, I'll have to be using my own Ray. Not really a fight I particularly enjoy. And I honestly don't do it that often. Neither do most people. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can make it work. And if not, the cleanup's gonna be pretty rough. I don't really have a lot of options there, but I'll have to figure something out. So let's see what I can do. Alright, swap over to... I'd like to probably control R2 or maybe Resistance Hero Finn. Or maybe don't overthink it and just go for Ray. Also not a terrible option. So I'll do that. Inflict Daze and Stagger. This one was the Dispel. Stun them. Yeah, I'm gonna go for R2 here. Taking a bit too long. Okay, so I can do a first Whirlwind. I don't specifically want to. Because then Ray is gonna Whirlwind me, but not in this case actually. I can do one safely here. However, unfortunately... Reject Training could tank it. Because she will go into... No! Okay, wow. Consider me wildly surprised. I really thought she was gonna go into ult there, but I was one turn short in my guessing. So that's gonna hurt. Thinking too long again. Swap to Ray. So that I can postpone my ult a bit. Alright, she goes in. Let's do a basic to clear that. Go into my ult. And this should kill their Rage at a training, but it might cost me another character, I'll see. Just basic here. Okay, no, I'm fine. No, I'm not fine. Dang it. This is really not going as expected. That opener really threw me off. And now I lose him too. That's really not good. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the safe play here probably. I have to save Resistance Hero Finn. I would love to Whirlwind, but it's gonna cost me him too. And if that happens, it's really just over. So let's just keep using Lifeblood. Really screwed this one up. And I had a feeling I might. Okay, you can tank that as expected. One more Lifeblood. She goes into ult. I go into mine. Yeah, I just hit multiple into damage immunity, dang it, that's bad. I'll have to do a swap here. Okay, she's in 2 at least, that means I'll take 1 Whirlwind for 3 damage immunities. Yep. That's doable. Definitely got an AoE here to heal a bit. And I'd like to pick a different target for that, but I'm a bit worried I'll drop them under again. Okay, I lost him anyway, dang it. And I'm not going to be healing here anymore, so it's really got to come down to the ult. Come on, kill her. Yes. Whew. Okay, so how to absolutely not play a Ray Mirror. But still managed to pull it off. So you can see the impact there of incorrectly guessing how far off Ray is going to be from her ult inner turn. I thought she was going to be there, but she was one off, and that whirlwind there started throwing everything off. And once you start messing up, it's really easy to keep stacking on the mistakes, and that's really what I did there, because there are definitely things I could have played better. And to be honest, that I feel is a scenario, like if you're going to practice this match, then that's what you should practice most, what to do when you mess it up, like how do you ensure you recover it. That's definitely something I'll need a lot of work on, I think. Let's see the back wall. Does he have Darth Revan there or not? I kept him for offense. I kind of thought he might after seeing that front wall. So I should be able to get through the other teams here. So normally I run Dengar. I set Dengar on defense now, so I'm throwing in IG. Hopefully IG doesn't mess up by dying. But he's got the other IG to hang out with him, so you better not, mate. Alright, yeah, AoE is probably not the brightest idea here. I'm just gonna basic. But this one I will 100% throw out there. Alright, thanks for triggering me. And get a stun here, hopefully. Awesome. Save the other IG. Put this on IG, I guess. I'm still trying to understand why people set this team against me, but I guess it's evident that they just don't scout. Or maybe they're hoping that their version of the team, because it has held so well for them on defense, will be different this time. And that was really only true for the guy with the Relic 8. There is a dicey one. Not sure this will kill, but yes. So I believe if I clear the ground I already win. I don't even need to do anything in fleets. I probably will, but it's kind of nice to know. Alright, there wasn't too much to these grand teams, so I just fast forwarded this whole thing. Already won by 90. That's pretty nice. To indeed reveal his two strongest fleets, so let's just dive right in. So I'll send in a burner here, and one of the nice things about using a burner is that some people assume you always will. If they even bother to look at your history, like I'm seriously wondering if people still do that at all. Okay. Let's just do a basic here. So I'm probably gonna lose 2 ships in the opener here, I think. That actually wasn't too bad. Nice, the dodge got triggered. That usually doesn't happen in these scenarios, it feels. And let's see if we can get Xanadu Blood. amazing. But as long as I can get him out, I don't really mind. He's low enough to be picked off by the AoE I don't have, so... it's gonna have to be hyena hits. There was a dodge in there from TFP, awesome. And there's no breach on my end, so now I can definitely pick him off. Great. Definitely being, if my Garth and what's his name, T3 weren't totally trash. I think I'll let Hyena do the kill there because it's such low damage. Though I could get a Xanadu Blood kill, maybe. That's tempting. But I think I have to play it safe, mitigate some damage. And that works. Maybe a stun is not the worst call here, but I'd rather get more vultures out. Because if my current vulture, if he gets countered and killed, yeah, I just help him to work towards his contract, but at least he goes down and he helps me get to my ultimate. Basic here. Alright, he's finally stopped with his buffs. Let's see if I can get him out here. AoE should do the trick. Beautiful. Around the rank I'm currently hovering at a rating or whatever it is. It's so common for people to do this, to set both of these fleets. It's almost like a check against people, like if you can't handle these, then you're just not gonna hang out at this rank. Get hunted on Anakin. Just like if you don't have a Relic Rebel fleet, then it's like you're out. You can't compete here. Because we're gonna set the IG lineup of the Executor against you. So here Anakin clearly has way too much health left, so this AoE has to knock him down a fair bit. And it did. And I can ability block TIE Bomber here so that the burning doesn't happen. And this is, to me, it's the ideal opener. Now I can just basic, there's no point to push Sturm Meter because my ships are in fine shape. Call the silencer here, now I can do a basic, burn that loyalty. They typically bring in a different reinforcement than that. I call in Cassian. I typically bring in the Y-Wing at this point, but I saw in his history that he likes to use this reinforcement. Just to bail out the TIE Bomber, I guess, against some lineups that like to sort of take that one on first. So I could do a bunch of things here. I could try to gamble for a stun with Silencer, and then also push up the turn meter on my whole fleet, so that kind of has my preference. Could have tried to go for a spec kill, but that feels a bit riskier. So let's not go there. Now I did drop my advantage, and I'm about to lose control of the shuttle, so it's a bit less awesome. But let's just repeat that process. There's no point in dispelling TIE Bomber anymore because I've got that target lock until I do this. Now I can get to him. And hopefully spec him out here despite the offense down. I got it. And now something like a... ouch. Something like a Gauntlet reinforcement would be handy, or a Plo, who you usually can't spare. But this will have to do. Unfortunately that one didn't get dazed. Always helpful. That's some interesting timing on that one. Like typically I'd love to AoE here. AoE would help me to heal up a lot, but can't really risk it with 3 ships countering me, so that'll have to do. And it also helps to know that 5's already used a special. And I'm gonna call in Consular actually to try to get 5s down quicker. Because Shuttle can pass a full turn here and I can stun. And then maybe I'll manage to save my ship. Very big maybe. Alright, great. 65 is pretty decent. For a one-shot full clear, well, I use a burner, so not one shot, but almost. For 1665, so really happy with the win, because honestly, I went super light on defense. It was really just a very simple trap against a guy that likes to repeat what GLs he keeps on offense. And you've got that nice element here with the front and back zone where you can mess them up if they use their JML in the front and all they have left is SCE against JMK. It's a cool counter, but the win rates against Jedina Anakin are really bad. It's like 40% or something. They could still win, they could still one-shot, but yeah, that's potentially a way to catch out a stronger opponent. It's not going to work every time, but it worked this one anyway. So I'll be looking forward to the history, and it actually puts me at 2 wins and 1 loss so far this week, which I wasn't expecting going into the group. And actually, surprisingly, the crazy whale here, he didn't win all of the rounds. The one that I faced in the first round, so pretty impressed that someone managed to beat him. But yeah, looking forward to next week and see you soon.